Very, very good evening. A warm welcome here. My name is Arunfoot Chaudhary. You are live on my YouTube channel, arunfoot. It's our daily dose of Indian football discussion tonight. And it's a day after India drew goalless against Mauritius. Manolo Marquez, the first time as head coach of the Indian football team, and Manolo, in his own way and style, was very, very honest, and said what he thought. And let's see if we can change things. And Kieran Ray, very, very good evening. Good evening. Why can't I click on this? Good evening, Ishan, as well. I am fine as well. Hope you guys are doing well. And Aritra says, I watched yesterday's game and I realized the brighter side. This team can really help me sleep by playing football. And Aritra, on the brighter side, on the lighter side, that's a disturbing thing. I was telling someone today in the afternoon, I feel I'm no longer bothered. The Indian football team has brought me so far that I'm like, whatever happens, let's wait and see. And that's a reality. And it's a disturbing fact. But again, I would say what happens. So, let's wait and see. Waman, welcome back. I'm doing good. Igor smiling back home. Waman, I hope not, because Igor is the main culprit that the team is in the state it is in. At the end of the day, this team is as good or as bad as it is at this moment, at this stage, because of what Igor's team has done over the last 5+ years with the team, or not done rather with the team. So for me, Igor at home, happy, if he is, good for him. But I think he should, if he has a little bit of a conscience, would know, he would understand that, I've done certain things with this team and the team is in the state in because we haven't been able to really evolve and develop this team. And yesterday was just a pure sign of that, how broken this team is. I mean, Manolo banked on players yesterday where I would say that he knew, but again, certain players proved that their credentials as India internationals need to be questioned. But who are the replacements? Who can come in and make a difference? Sir, do you have any update on Ryan Williams? Is he injured? He has picked up some sort of injury, but I don't know how long he'll be injured, but he had picked up something. Hi, Sanskar. I am doing good. Hope you are doing well as well. Once I exactly said bothered is the same feeling. Before I used to be excited about the games and sit in class and watch them, but now I just spin the score and starting not to care much. And that, I think, Vaman, that's the scary part in all of this, right? That we are no longer sort of bothered about things, right? That we are sort of let it happen with us, and therefore, from that perspective, I feel it's a tricky situation, and we'll have to wait and see what we do, and we'll see, and let's see if we can change things for good. But it's something that we'll be talking about in the near future. Views on MCFC away kit and rate the kit out of 10. I love the home kit, but I honestly have to say this off-white kit with orange and green is even better than the home kit. And so so this, I mean, I thought I'll give a 8 or a 9 to the home kit, but this one most probably is a 10 on 10. I mean, this is most probably the most stylish kit that Puma and Mumbai City have created. I appreciate playing football, be it like Mourinho's Park the Bus or Pep's attacking, but they have a game which involves risk. Unfortunately, last day there was no risk taken, and the result a dull evening. Aurito, the problem is, as I've said, what my feeling is that this team has to be rebuilt from the core. The question is, Manolo yesterday banked on players that he knows. He played Ashish Rai. He played Jay Gupta, as the two side backs. He played Liston Colasso, and you could see, that Ashish Rai was having his own struggles. Jay Gupta, to me, is not ready to be a wing back, and Manolo said that yesterday in the post-match press conference that he thinks that Jay Gupta is more of a centre back than a left back. So my question to Manolo would be, then why are you using him as a left back for club and country, right? So therefore, those are the questions that the coach will have to answer and find solutions to. But I think yesterday he found certain solutions. Today I met with a few stakeholders of Indian football, and they sounds like they're only working for getting money. Apart from that, they're not looking enthusiastic, interesting grassroots. Rare, I guess you are meeting people who I call the stakeholders of Indian football, who are not interested really in Indian football. They only care about themselves. And that's the problem at the end of the day. To put the blame on the AIFF, it's very easy on one side, but I think, there are a lot of stakeholders involved at the moment who are not doing whatever is needed to do the right things and to grow Indian football. Otherwise, we are where we are because people care about themselves and care about their own pockets, and even in the entities they run. Yeah. How did India play yesterday? Vineet, as I just said, I was not happy. I've done a separate video on it earlier today. Have a look. Where I headlined it as India disappoint against Mauritius. Just have a look at it, and then you will understand what I felt about it. Do you think Odisha women have any chance forward in AFC Champions League? I feel it's going to be difficult. If I look at the way that the group has been drawn, Urawa Red Diamonds, Ho Chi Minh City, Taichung Blue Whale. It's going to be tough for Odisha because they were in pot 4, having to play the qualifiers. But in Group C, Urawa Red Diamonds, of course, the clear-cut favorites. Ho Chi Minh City looks tough. I don't know, Taichung Blue Whale. Maybe Odisha, if they don't, Odisha play Urawa first on the 6th of October, then face Ho Chi Minh City on the 9th, and then play Taichung Blue Whale on October 12th. So they have, so to say, playing the toughest first and playing the weakest last. So therefore, for me, looks very, very difficult, very, very tough. Is Jeremy Manzoro is injured or is not seen in the preseason, or Peter will lose him so far? As far as I know, he's fit. So, yeah. Do you think Syria will be more difficult compared to Mauritius because of quality? Murali, if you ask me that way, yes. Yes, I think. You take risks, try to play the ball in between the odd day. You lose and concede, and the majority of times it leads to an attack, neither counter nor transition. Possession attack is out of question. Aritra, the problem is, what was the team trying to play yesterday? Again, we're struggling with the basics. Sir, today I was reading about Nagelsmann tracking progress of some U18 German players. I don't think this culture of tracking progress of youngsters happens in, not even from AIFF technical director. Parameshwar, I guess you're talking about Paul Wanner, who, of course, is a Bayern Munich junior, and he's loaned to 1. FC Heidenheim, and he's 18, but he's the youngest ever debutant for Bayern, and he debuted under Nagelsmann. And his father is German, his mother is Austrian, born and brought up in Germany, but Austria also after him, so therefore Nagelsmann is tracking him. Name me the players at 17, 18, 19 that the Indian head coach should track. Who are the exceptional 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old Indian players that our head coach needs to track and put into the team, right? And that's the question. I mean, those of you who have watched the India under-20s play in the SAF under-20 championship, I watched a little of the Bhutan game, I watched more of the Maldives game, and I watched the game against Bangladesh. The less said, the better. We were really, really bad. So which player from that squad do you pick for the senior national team? Is there a player that the national team is missing? There is the one or the other odd player. He suddenly pops up, has a few good games, and then suddenly you want him to play for the national team. Again, I go back. Jay Gupta, for me, perfect example. To me, Jay Gupta is not ready to be part of the national team, right? So, but he's there and he's starting. So that's the question. So let's see. Curious Harry rate 10 of 10, this kid. I said, Sanskar, me too. Where to buy Mumbai jersey? Banjop, try and check the Mumbai City FC social medias. Check if they've got a link to an online shop, or check the website. It'll have some infos, I guess. Otherwise, you'll have to contact Mumbai City on social medias. Is this kid one of the best this season? Or any other kids better than this? I've not seen all, Sanskar. So let me see. As I said, let me see all, and then we can have a conversation of this. BC home kit for new season seems like Ipswich Town home kit. Yeah, could be, but to me, if I look at BFC, I felt I like the away kit more than the home kit. I don't know if that's the case, but the home kit is TK. It's nice. It's kept simple, but the away kit in the red is more to my. I don't know. It's more to my liking. I don't know what you think. And therefore, for me, I'm liking more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I like the red one more than the blue one. Do you think our system needs revamp completely? Completely, it's not going to happen. So even if I say yes, we need changes. Yes, we do. What is it with Manvir? Every time puts on the India jersey, it's like Mumbai players have a magic portion that they use to make them play well at club level, and for national team, we don't see much. Woman, I said that. I also spoke about this with someone today, and I think Manvir looks as good as he looks at Mohun Bagan because he's got players around him who make him better. And that's the challenge that there is with our Indian players, that Manvir Singh, I would say, looks good at Mohun Bagan because he has someone like Dimi Petratos next to him, or even now a Greg Stewart or others. So therefore, those players make them look better. And if Manvir doesn't know to do something with the ball, he passes it to them. But the deficiencies of the basics of where to run, how to run, they get exposed, right? And you also see that the balls are not coming the way that he can do something with them. So yeah. Shubhashish Bose, Akash Mishra, Roshan Singh, Jay Gupta, my pecking order for left back position. Okay, Parashwar, I would say I would put Akash ahead of Shubhashish and then Roshan and Jay, but yeah, otherwise I agree. Hi, Blue, change you want for the next match, anyone you want to see. The problem is, if I look at the squad, how many changes can you get? That's the other thing to me. I was looking at the squad that Manolo has called up. I don't know if there was something with Edmund and with Roshan that those two were not in the final squad. Yeah, maybe, who do I want to see? I want to see a little bit of Kian, certainly, in some sort of way, maybe even a second half. I guess, as much as people don't like him, but I guess looking at the right back position, most probably Nikhil Pujari starts ahead of Ashish, and then we'll see. But others, it's going to be difficult because I don't see match options here and there. Hi, Rachit. I am doing much, much better than India's performance. Odisha FC are playing beautiful football in pre-season. So Boomers turning into prime Boomers again. The try of Jahu Boomers and fall underway means they're going to cook really hard. Yeah, they are, to me, going to be challenging for titles this year. Do you think that there's no consequence, only player and coach face consequence, but fans with no accountability? Where are the players facing a consequence? Where was the coach facing a consequence, Murali? The whole chain doesn't face a consequence. At least I'm happy that Suresh today came out with a statement and saying I'm sorry for what we played and it was not good enough. And I said these players are together from last 3-4 years and there's no cohesion, no chemistry. Why? Yeah, Mehar, if I would know that, I would pass on that info to the Indian national team setup. I don't know. I really don't know. And these are players, even if we're talking about 2 days, most of the players have played together. The players who are coming in are players who have played under Manolo. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where we. I don't know. I really don't know with these players. Early prediction, Manolo will say in post-match PC after match against Syria that we played better than the match against Mauritius, but today we lost. That day we played draw. That's football. Rashid, let's see if he does. I thought he was, for his standards, he was very honest that it was bad and we can't go worse than this. And, and he spoke about few things in the press conference. So I give him a credit for that. But again, this team is a problem. Any coach who would come in would have a problem. So for me, I don't know. I don't know where we're going. Do you think youth football and grassroots are not scrutinized properly? That's why we're struggling in basics in football. We have no scrutiny anywhere, morally. So new ISO rules are there. Okay. Is it? Or are you asking, Mayank? By the way, I predicted a draw and I was right. Blue, again, I was predicting a 1-0 or a 2-1 win, or rather, I was hoping. It's not a prediction. With the today. Therefore, I'm always positive with the Indian team, but the hope is the last thing, Do you think India should try back three instead of back four in Mumbai's win back? Pranjal, I think a back three will not work because the back three, Igor has tried it a few times. It has always backfired because in the clubs, you've got one of the foreign centre backs who takes charge and you don't have it. I'm predicting 3-0 loss against Syria. Blue. Let Syria play on Friday against Mauritius, and then let me think over the weekend and give you something. Mumbai City are done with departure signing, or is there any surprise waiting? Rachit, as far as I know, transfer window closed. I've not heard about any interesting termination which could be of interest to Mumbai City at the moment, but we never know. If you're seeing kids, then please see CFC third kid. I love that. Best, in my opinion. I've seen that, but yeah, that looks good as well. So how's your day, your morning to night routine? Can you share? Rin, it depends on work really, right? My morning to, again, I have muesli with yogurt for breakfast, and then the work starts depending on, or rather my work starts with, first of all, going through emails, reading stuff, going through certain podcasts, again, linked to my work. I look at certain things which are linked to Indian football as well. So that's my day. Then have lunch, continue with work in the afternoon. Or today I went out and was actually doing a few phone calls while I was outside. And then get ready for the show, do a half an hour read before I sit down normally. And then I'm now here. And then after that, I will prepare dinner and then have dinner and then, have a few more phone calls and then, go to sleep. What happened to Changte? Wasn't that good last match? Blue, I think Changte needs certain players around him to be able to play to his strengths. And he doesn't have the player to play off and give him the ball, do the runs. That's the thing. India football's biggest problem is age fraud. If you want to create a good pool of new players in nationally, then the age fraud problem has to be fixed. The Aji show, yes, age fraud is a huge problem. But it is not the only problem, right? Because I say we need to sort out our grassroots. We need to sort out our youth football. We need to sort out our coaching, and we need to sort out our competitions. And age fraud comes on top of that. Yeah. And that is something which I feel is we need to look at. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere, and we'll have the same conversations now in 5 years, in 10 years, because we haven't changed. My only concern is I was talking to someone who I know prior to the ISL days and who I've worked with. And I was saying today, I said, you know what, how can it be, but if I look at September 2014, how we were preparing Mumbai City for the ISL with these problems, those problems, but the players were there. Now the quality is less. So do you think it's better to consult an assistant referee before giving big decision answer by main referee when we don't have VAR system? And I believe consulting assistant referee can be much better. Rare, but the referee does that. Huh? They are connected via headset. So yeah, they're so they already do that. How do you rate Shubhashish's technique in basic? Not better and worse than other Indian footballers, Murali. The squad is so weird, no option to have to play Manvir or play without striker. Yeah, that's one of the things, no? Do not hype player after 2-3 good performance. Same thing said by Igor. To get chance, players need to do good for 2 seasons or more than get chance or must earn place in starting 11 of respective club. VRK, yeah, right, and I said that as well. But the problem is that he or even now Manolo have called up those players. So if you don't stick to what you say yourself, that's the thing. Ranjiba tweet that benching Anwar is not a good decision by Manolo, but on the other hand, it's true just because of Ranjiba Anwar didn't get a chance to play in domestic circuit. Rayon Gair, he's doing his PR for his so-called client. Yeah. Working in Mumbai City versus European Club, any difference? A lot of differences, Murad. The setup here, we started a club from scratch. We didn't have anything. So setting up an entity, setting up a franchise is totally different than than in a setup which has been there. Do you feel the national team are missing the likes of Ashik and Akash Mishra? Woman, I guess we're missing those kind of players, but the question is what kind of difference would they have made, right, on the other side? So therefore, this team is a problem. And I think it's not an individual who can change this team. This team at the moment is a problem. I think also there's a leadership vacuum in the team. Sunil was there for a long, long time. So therefore, these things need to be looked at, and Manolo needs to get a sort of a leadership structure within this team. I felt that it was like a rudderless ship on the field yesterday. Right, over 24 minutes. Those of you who are new, welcome to my channel, arunfoot. My name is Arnav Chaudhary here on YouTube. If you haven't, please leave a like, share, and subscribe if you think it's good. 1,587 subscribers. Thanks a lot for everyone who've done that. And so far, we've got 9 likes to this video. Yesterday, we had 45. So if you like what you're seeing, do leave a like and share it with friends, and let's try and grow. Not just that, also first remove spineless and card midfielders like Apoya, who only knows to back pass instead bring aggressive midfielder like Brandon Fernandez mentality. EDM League, first problem. And secondly, Apoya is our best midfielder in that defensive position. So Brandon is not a one-to-one replacement. So yeah. So therefore, yeah, let's wait and see. Midfielders are backbone of team. If not strong, then even strong strikers are helpless. Okay, right. Sir, please check. There are new rules of ISL can to be posted in community post. All right, I will have a look. Do you think India has forgotten the development process or implementation missing? I think it's both. Our FIFA development program properly implemented? FIFA doesn't have a general development program. I think it depends, yeah. So therefore, that's that. What are you expecting against Syria? SDM, after yesterday, I'm expecting nothing. I just want them to try and play a little bit of football here and there. Win or lose, doesn't matter. I want them to try and play football. That is what I felt was missing yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much, but that's, let's see. Changte get isolated because he not one player who can track back in defense and build up. He needs support from striker and midfield. So in the MC gets, but in the national team, he not that. Why he not fall in national team? Maybe. Coming 10 to 20 years is very important for us. If we didn't improve grassroots, nothing will, cause then we became a country with a higher average age where we can't develop that much player. Yeah. But the problem is that our players' age is rising because the others aren't as good. That's, I think, a challenge now. No? That's the challenge, I think, for the Indian national team, right? We need to be better. We need to get much, much better. I think there's a personal issue going between Apuya and Changte. Every time I see that whenever Apuya gets the ball, he never passes it to Changte. EDM League, according to me, I don't think there's an issue between the players. Hello, Vikram. Our players, they don't have passion. Seems like they don't give damn about play for India. I played for my village team. Many times I have more passion than these guys. It's, Vikram, you raise a very valid point. To me, that desire, that motivation, that passion, it seems to be missing, is missing. So therefore, yeah, I think passion is a big thing that, Why Mahesh not played? VRK, I think Mahesh has been struggling at East Bengal as well. So I guess that's one of the reasons that the coach even picked then Nanda ahead of Vikram, ahead of Mahesh. Are we at fitness issue in the Mauritius? Morali? Not in general, I would say. But after ISL start, everyone will forget this national team perform and suddenly hype same players for the clubs. His fans should blame in this scenario who blindly support this player. Sanskar, that's the case, no? Right? Sir, can you suggest any course to start professional life in football business and all? We all would love to hear from you because most you find on internet is quite expensive, some of them in lakhs INR. Kiran Rare, I guess you will find those that you've mentioned. It's there is none which are cheap or free or whatever. Again, also these courses, the universities or programs they have to earn. So to me, I wouldn't know any course which are free or which are sort of cheap. And again, for quality, you have to pay. State-based leagues like CFL, the Kerala League, introduce a goal line system. And why can't AIFF? Youth football, women football budget reduced. Where are the funds going? Archie Show, first of all, the CFL is trying out a technology. I don't even know if they're actually allowed to do it in a running league, but hey, listen, they're doing it. And the Super League Kerala said they want to implement VR. They haven't done it yet. The AIFF has also been talking about VR. So let them implement it. And where is the money going? There is no money going. The AIFF has less money available. They are reducing the funds. There is no more money coming into the system. That's the real problem. Rai overlapped only 2 or 3 times. Jay did for quite some time, but it crosses up pathetic. This was more interest to get free kicks than cut in and shooting. Blue, that's the problem with these players. Again, you've named 3 players who Manolo knows, who Manolo has himself improved. But are these players at the moment players who should be starting for the national team? And the answer, I guess, is very, very simple. Do you think shots on target worrying, son? We only had 1 shot. Of course. And we can be happy that Mauritius played a 17-year-old youth player from Germany, from Augsburg, a better striker, and we would have had a problem. Why half of the players from Mumbai Super play bad in the national team? Sanskar, good question. I don't know. I really don't know. Some clown football commentators are saying Nanda and Changte played really well. I don't see anyone other than Sana Bek and Amrit having anywhere close to a decent game. Nanda, to me, yesterday proved that he doesn't deserve to be the national team. Sorry. Not a national team player for me. Changte didn't have a good game, in my opinion. Sana Beke, decent. Amrinder, in the end, I don't know what he was trying to do. Again, if everyone can have an opinion, but we have too many people who are talking about things who don't have a clue about what they're talking about. That's my big concern about Indian football. Yeah, people might say I might be sounding arrogant, but everyone has an opinion. They don't have a bloody clue about football. They don't even understand the F of football. That is another opinion. Anyone can have an opinion, but social media is not helping. We need to be critical. We need to be critical and we need to be on point. I especially say it when you're successful, then you have to be critical. I said after the SAF championship last year, we were not as good as we were made. I saw both the matches live, right? And I told a few players on the face, we had a private conversation. That's why I will not disclose. I said, guys, these are the matches. And the players said yes. But those players are currently not even in the squad. Mahesh technically better than Manvir and Liston. VRK, that's nice to be, but even what is being technically better, great. But is he football-wise better? In past, we were dominant, SAF. Right now, we fall behind the nation. I'm wondering whether Sri Lanka can beat us because they're the only nation who didn't beat us. Sri Lanka has beaten us in the past, many years back, but did beat us. But hey, they are getting their players of origin in. So, yeah, let's see. When will Punjab FC play in Punjab? Arun, I'm not sure. It depends on when they have an ISL ready stadium in Punjab. As long as that doesn't happen, the ISL will not be playing in Punjab. That's the reality. We are always more lackluster in the preseason. We drew with Sri Lanka in 2021 and played badly against Vietnam in 2022. Once the season starts, we expected to play better, like against Iraq, Kuwait. We played Iraq in the September window last year. So, Erythro, doesn't work. That logic doesn't work. Can mentality overcome deficiency technical aspect? Yes, it can. You can be. Gurkerit is the best striker in the country, but he's not getting chances. This is the biggest issue. Saket, how can you say he's the best striker? He's not even a regular in the ISL. See, this is another problem. Amrinda, what he's done, he was also bad in national team. Is it other team not test him? Otherwise, he could have exposed the national team. Sanskar, but he wasn't exposed, right? So that's a good game. Half on Indian football YouTubers running agendas such as Dhanraj. On the other hand, he questioned if next day interview Kalyan Chev and do Wawa. Yeah. Nanda May should not taken in camp or not allowed to talk with national team players. Don't know if that's the solution. Some say play Ishan, David, Suhail, a striker, and we will score 2 to 3 goals. They're not even an ISL team first. Nowadays, they just laugh on these tweets. And that shows you the problem, right? It's like, sorry, Sakit, that I take you as an example, that you're saying that Gurkirat is our best striker and he should be playing. Then if he's so good, let him start at Chennai. If he's that good, he will get a chance, right? And Ishan, to me, besides Rahim Ali, is most probably our best option at the moment. But the guys need to play. Rahim at least was playing. Rahim Ali also has the passion and the motivation. And he was trying against Kuwait, right? David and Suhail are so far off from the national team. If David and Suhail are playing, we can shut the national team down. Sorry to say that. Ishan, I have hope because Ishan knows where the goal is, but he needs to be playing. Field hockey is more popular in the Netherlands than field hockey in India. An equal number of people play hockey in the Netherlands and India, and we compete with them. Why not in football then? Where do you have this info from, Erythro? This is news to me. Field hockey is the Netherlands did win Olympic gold and Germany did win Olympic silver, but in these countries, it's a niche sport, right? And in hockey, the advantage is few countries play. It's more than in cricket, but hockey, how many countries? 20, 25 countries are playing hockey properly. That's why India can compete. And with foreign coaches, technologies, other things, and the help of Odisha State, India has been able to get to where it is in hockey. In football, we're nowhere near. What are the changes Manolo will implement starting 11 in the next match? Saket, difficult to say because I thought he would rest the Mohun Bagan players in the first game. He didn't do that. Ashish Rai to me doesn't start. To me, Jay Gupta doesn't start. I'm not sure if he's going to keep Jigson and Napuya. And then we'll see what he does with the attacking unit. I feel we should give exposure to U23. Stop giving chances to the senior players. Who are the under 23 boys? Did you see our under 20s? The next generation is not ready to play football at this level. And exposure, national team, we need to have matches for the under 23s. What is it that Nanda played better than Manvi Liston? That's why people hype him, but he was also bad. Yeah, he was bad. And again, not all these players have an issue. I think till now, our midfielders not even trying to learn how to dictate in the midfield in order to break the position, and our forwards not trying to learn how to position themselves in the attack. The Bard, yeah. So to me, dictating is something which would mean that you are in control of things. Do you think our team can be in control? Do you think there were more barriers in football forever compared to other nations that have developed football process easy? Yeah, most probably there are. Gurkirat was top scorer in U20 and scored against Iraq. Also, he recently scored a stunner in the Bandodkar Trophy. Saket, that is your criteria to be a national team striker? How regular was he at Mumbai City? That's my criteria. Bandodkar Trophy, Durand Cup, nice to play. Those are preseason tournaments. But under 20, we saw under 20 at what level he played, right? He was top scorer of what? In the SAF U20 championship. That's our standard. Look at that 17-year-old who plays for Augsburg, right? He already is better than all our strikers. If he had a little bit of finishing, he could have scored goals, right? So, reality, guys, reality check. Really, sorry, say we need to be, the fact is in last few years, any club didn't produce a single Indian striker who's even regular start of clubs. So how can we expect things at national level? Kiran, that's the thing. But the point is also that we have strikers who've gone into the wings, and then some of them will, that if you're not playing as a central striker, but you're playing on the wing, at least you're playing. But our strikers are not playing. Hockey is not popular in Germany, but it's quite popular in the Netherlands. Actually, some online sources do claim it's even more popular than tennis in the Netherlands. Aritra, I know a very good friend of mine who's Dutch, who plays hockey, who's won an Olympic medal, and he will tell you not true. So therefore, I trust him more than, your online sources. We will troll this players in national team, and then we'll do good in ISL. Then ISL Cup will take that player and make overpaid, and then fans will hype them in ISL and select them in national team, and the same. Yeah, Sanskar, very well said. Manolo criticized Jay Gupta specifically. Is this fair? As all players played. Saket, I think he didn't criticize him. I think he was trying to explain that he's playing in a position which is not his natural position. What did Manolo say? Manolo said he's playing as a left back and he's a centre back. And he said that at Goa as well. Interestingly, Manolo has said the same thing, I think 2 or 3 times last season in the ISL. We need to work more on youth. We need proper U15, under 15, under 19 corporates. We need proper system and structure train our youth. Stephen, under 15, Um, you know, we need to work at the grassroots. Under 15, under 19 is already too late. We have a structure of under 13, under 15, under 18, under 17. Yeah, it's the whole structure needs to be there. We want Rahim Ali, the Indian Lukaku back. At least he had to enter other team center. See, VRK, you're making fun of him. But Rahim Ali, I thought against Qatar, tried as a central striker to do things. I've seen him as a 15, 16, 17-year-old with the youth teams. So therefore, for us, he's the best option at the moment. If I look at all the strikers who've been mentioned here today, he to me is by far the best option we have. If you, I, or anyone likes it or not, that's the reality. So yeah, we have to wake up to that reality. So therefore, let's see. Joe Morrison said we are galaxy years away from the world. They are not focusing on the foundation setup, unrealistic expectations. Yeah, that's reality. Yeah, Joe is right. Why Constantine's Indian team seemed the best football team gameplay-wise? Saket, because Stephen was focusing on the basics, and he was ready to lose matches, to evolve and develop his team. That's the reality. So for me, Stephen Bob Houghton used to be realistic. Wim Kuvermans, for example, came to India, wanted us to play possession football. He failed terribly at the end. Views on ISL Media Day. Sanskar, it's part and parcel of the season, right? You enable the media to interact with the teams. You do big one East Zone, one West Zone event. Yeah, that's it. Rahim Ali is a good product to pass the time. Well, see, how are the player allowed to play national team when the basics are not good or no option left, or the player who substitute will also have same issue? We don't have other options, Murali. Gurpreet not even starting for Mumbai City FC. If he was really good, then Mumbai City could start him over Vikram, but sadly he's not good as we want and we hype. Sanskar, very well said. That's my opinion, yeah. Hi Kumar, welcome back. Hi Manolo, do you think players who are not performing for long term should be sidelined from team? Yeah, but then who are your alternatives? What should be our realistic plan for next 4 years? If you're at the helm, what decision will you take after seeing this performance? Shomo, for me, I wouldn't look at the next 4 years. My focus would be next year and the AFC Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers. Simple, nothing else. That would be my target. Everything else doesn't matter. And that's why let Manolo try out things. Again, I think he will have seen a lot of things which he will not be unhappy. And again, you see the way he spoke at the press conference, he will speak with his players. And Manolo is very, very direct. Huh? He will be spot on, hit the players, tell them this, that, everything. And the players will not like it. So therefore, for me, he's seen certain players. He will try out maybe other players as well against Syria. He might be calling up other players for the October window, and then let's see. He has to settle down. I think he knows that he has in Raul Beke and in Sana 2 solid centre backs. That's one. Changte didn't play well, but he knows what Changte can bring to the table. Interested to see if Gurpreet starts the next match, and then we'll see what happens. Manolo, it could seem like if it calls for national team, they both seem to make similar kind of statement after matches. Again, that's why I wanted someone to come in with no ISL pedigree background. I wanted someone fresh to come in, to observe, to look, and then to create maybe a new team, or to settle down and say, listen, the same players, but I make them better. Liston, Colasso, Manvir Singh don't deserve to be in starting 11. Half of Liston's shots go in air instead of goals, and he won't get so many shots in time at international level. Saket, I couldn't agree more on Liston, but on Manvir, I have to say we don't have another originally natural striker in the squad. That's our problem, right? When the second match date and day of that match? 9th September versus Syria. Bajaj crying on Twitter and saying not starting was a mistake. No, it wasn't. How many matches? What has he played? I think the centre back decision is one decision where I think where we don't need to talk about anything. Now I've seen the new Fongo players in Iceland. No, I haven't actually. So I'll look at it and then we can chat about it tomorrow. I think Rahim should be at least in the squad. I thought he's the main striker after Sunil. That was my thinking also, but the coach hasn't called him up. Do you think Manolo can change the environment of the dressing room? Is he capable? Manolo, that's going to be the big question for Manolo. I think the mood is still the thing. It's going to be a question because he needs to tickle the players in a way to get that motivation, that passion out of them. You know, this is a team where I feel Sandesh Jingan would be good. Sandesh, you know, has that passion. Yeah. So Rahim Ali is better than Mumbai national team. I agree. You agree or not? Yeah. I've said that already, Sanskar. Vikram Rahim Ali is not Lukaku. Even he's not 1% of Lukaku. Stop grading two good players here. Okay. Do you see any improvement in Indian team and what are they? As I said, centre backs. Right. So therefore, for me, that's the one thing that I thought yesterday. Yeah, that I don't know. That's one thing that I thought that was well. Everything else is something up in arms. You know, so therefore, yeah. Other things which I could, I don't know. Boah, wouldn't know. Reports are suggesting used too much getting Greece head coach job. Your views? Where did you hear that? Greece has a just appointed a new manager, so I don't think so. Do you think Mauritius U17 striker better than ours? Is the exposure playing in Germany helped him to strong or origin player? Well, he's playing in Germany. Of course, he'll do better than, even if he's playing under 19 Bundesliga, he's better than our players. Rahim Ali not come in the Mohun Bagan Super Giant quota. Otherwise, he could select if Mohun Bagan offer him play Duran Cup, then he could get called up. Sanskar, nice joke, but yeah. I-League 3 is being streamed live. Raju Gaikwad, Joby Justin, Mohammad Rafiq playing there now for Diamond Harbour FC. Yeah, a lot of former top-level players are playing for clubs across the board. Then what are national doing in ISA when they want to learn basics only in national team? Kumar, you have the foreigners to take care, no? You have 4 foreigners on the field to take care of the quality on the field. The Indians are just there to make up numbers. Apuya Suresh, I consider Suresh a warrior. Yeah, you can consider Suresh a warrior, Murali, but Apuya to me is the better footballer. We all know FSTL and Reliance running more than half of our domestic. Well, let's give them responsive national team too. Maybe we'll do something different. Gear on Red, they don't want to run the national team setup. So, are you saying from a pool of 300 players who are playing top-tier football of our country that we're unable to find 11 players who can beat a team that are ranked 173 in the world? Riser 179th, if I'm right, is the ranking of Mauritius. And yes, that's the reality. Because You see a kid playing in Germany under 19 Bundesliga. You see a West Ham under 18 Premier League player whose basics are better than ours. So we are being exposed. So yeah, it's a huge scam league going on in AIFF Blue Cups. VRK, I've heard some of these things, but yeah, that's not a part of the problem, right? People looking at out for themselves rather than looking at Indian football. So Curious Harry said our dressing room is not good as much as we expect or should remain. Is it true or not? Dressing room is also a problem or not? Sanskar, I've said that myself. There are issues in the dressing room, 100%. Anwar is the world-class player. That is the reason we lost by dropping this Bajaj. I don't believe him. Okay. Manu accepted Gupta is not a left back and he had a horrible game. Yeah, but he said that at Goa as well and he's still playing him. So what is Manolo then doing, right? Even if I a top coach, we can't create miracle unless focus on the foundation. Murali, the question here is a quality coach who understands the players and gets, let's say, 5-10% more out of the players. That to me would be enough. And then the result to me doesn't matter in the end, right? Stevens' teams did that. I mean, if you look at that Thailand 4-1 win at the Asian Cup, that second half was just, we were just watching and thinking, is India playing, right? Even the first half against the UAE, we should have scored and should have taken the lead, but we didn't. Select player, no glamour, only passion, hunger to play for national team. Uday, that's going to be the challenge, but yes, that's the thing, right? So let's see. Who should be left winger in the squad according to you? We've got a lot of options, but I think we have to try out players and then try and find the right one. I don't know who's the best option at the moment. We've got too many players on those wings, and we need to find the right players. If fit, I would think that most probably Vikram would be my choice because Vikram at least will give you that fight. What makes Jingan and Beke special? Is it power? What other centre back missing? Morally, both Sandesh Jingan and Rahul Beke are not the best footballers, but they play with the heart, and that is what you see. Why left side is worse in national team? Because we're not getting the right combination on that wing. Can Rahul KP and Rai Mali can be tried? Rai Mali surely should be. Rahul KP needs to regularly play for his club. Now I understand why previous regime kept distance from Bajaj. Yeah, sure. Now you understand. Huh? But after no player did not put any post after this world-class performance by our team except Suresh. See, Kumar, it's up to the players to put out something or not. I compliment that Suresh has done it. The others haven't. It's up to each individual player to decide if and what he thinks is right or wrong. But to me, I think always good if a player puts out something and states that, what, we could have been, we should have been better, but we weren't. And Sorry. Just realized. Oops. Where did I miss it? Oops. Rahul Gaikwad signed for Mumbai City, and former India junior captain, liked him as a player, but maybe not has done justice to his potential. East Bengal struggled against an all 11 country players in AFC qualifiers. Shows us the art of our top tier football. Even East Bengal got high paid foreigners. We really need to start working. Yeah, true. Liston seems physically weak, getting easily shoved aside by the Mauritius players as if he weighs nothing. Ajay, that's a problem with a lot of these, lightweight wingers that we have who show potential in the ISL. Mahesh Naurem had the same problem in the Asian Cup, right? Setting up Barcelona Remit Academy abroad, how far is development process or PR thing in abroad? It's PR and it's about earning money because these are subsidiaries of FCB Escola or Real Madrid Fundación. But see, if these players without foreign players can't do much, that means they also not learn from foreign players. It is also issue because if you're not learn and upgrade foreign players, then what is football? Yeah, part of the problem. But again, then our players are of a certain quality and it's not getting better. Do you think Isak Ralte should be given debut if he has another good season? Right now would be too soon, but if season goes well. Yeah, again, Isak Ralte falls into that bracket of X number of wingers that we have. Right? So for us, it's not a question. We have many players on the wings who have potential. It's a question of what can they do at international level. Indian Irish bowling is the best thing that we have created for Indian football so far. Control, Arthur Papas did great job. That's why we got JJ Alvin, Gurpreet Kuntal. Yeah, Shoma, agree. And you could add Lalindika Ralte, you had Shilton De Silva, a lot of players, Manpreet Singh and all these guys. What do you think Ashik as a striker at the time he's gonna fit? SKN, Ashik's problem is his finishing. Go back to 2019. Great game against UAE. 2 exceptional opportunities, but he couldn't score. Says Suresh Singh Wanjam, I feel is a passionate workhorse which gives his 100% for the national team from mid 1 to 90. He's the only player who gives his 100%. I wouldn't say he's the only player showcased who gives his 100%. There are other players as well, but yeah, he's hard. Will Syria play development side against India? Arijit, I'm not sure. Let's see what side they put out on the 6th, and then we'll see what squad they've brought along. Or now that did Syria that till now they were unable to improve the quality of players even after 10 years of ISL. The reason they start the ISL for? Ask FSTL. I wouldn't know. When is Vietnam playing us? Arijit next month. Can Indian players compete with Hamza and Bangladesh now? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. A striker should have the killer instinct and belief from his score that he's the best striker in the country. Chetri is to want the penalty kicks, kept asking what until he got it. Yeah, Rohit, I agree. Do you think most of coach fading getting maximum of players, which Stephen did fantastic? Yeah. What's your Ayman Azhar first touch technology and ball control? There is potential, but overall they have to do more. They have to prove themselves and become regulars in the ISL like Vibhan has become. Sir, Manolo क्यों Igor players को खिला रहा है? Ganesh, because those are the best players that I think are there. ये मोहन बगान players ही क्यों है Indian team में? Ganesh, because they're amongst the best players that we have. Raj Gaikwad, where he play, I don't play. Tell me about that player. Raju Gaikwad is playing for Diamond Harbour FC now, former Mumbai City player, was also with long time with East Bengal, even was East Bengal captain at some Indian junior captain. I feel Indian strikers are not hungry for goals like Chetri used to. Still, if we see Chetri BC is quite hungry to score more and more this kind of temporary national team. Yeah, yeah. Year on rare, I agree. Is Saudi Arabia market highly inflated? Are they deserve to earn money for their quality? Yeah, of course it's inflated. Yeah, no doubt about it, Murali. Sai Gorat and Hanaval, what's views on this? If happen, what is the chance of this happening in reality? Sanskar, let's wait and see. Hyderabad are trying to put a team together. Sai Gorat is a free agent, so yeah, let Hyderabad do their homework and then we'll see what squad they make. So same team played against Kuwait SAF Cup at that time. It was a good play. What happened now? Ganesh, the reality is we played a goalless draw against Lebanon. We played a goalless draw against we played draws against Lebanon. We did draw against Kuwait. I was there. And it wasn't as great as it was told. Those were penalty shootout wins. So therefore, that's the reality. Now, yeah. So, yeah. What's happening in Indian changing room? Everyone's talking about players having issue. What kind of issue spoiling team? Is it because of money? Pratik, it seems to be everyone is bothered about themselves. And money, of course, yes, is an issue with suddenly players getting much, much more. And so this is, so yeah. When Mumbai first came to play in national side, I had high hopes for him, but it feels like he doesn't have the fire in him and aggression in him. I wouldn't say that. I would just say that his lack of quality to some extent, as with other players, is being exposed. We should change our India assistant team, should say Mohun Bagan team, because almost half the players come from there. Even if they play bad, still they play. So even Asia Cup performance better than yesterday. Samir and their passing was good. Ganesh, we were not good at the Asian Cup, sorry. Is it true Indonesia doing well because of Dutch-based players? The engine structure is rubbish. Can they feature in 2026 World Cup? Orijit, they've called up not only Dutch players, but players from across Europe who are of Indonesian origin. And yeah, their structure is not rubbish. They have a league which has been running longer than ours, top teams as well. So, and yes, they could get into the World Cup. We create chances against Uzbek and Syria, but yesterday was a different story. It's really hard to watch yesterday. Ganesh, I don't know where we created that many chances against Uzbekistan and Syria, honestly. And yeah. Raju Garkar very plain his position. He is a centre back and he plays, as I said, for I League 3 side now, Diamond Harbour SC. We have legend striker like Ayamvich and Bhutia Chetri. Did we have legend centre back? Yeah, we had legend centre backs as well. The most well-known, most probably, is our assistant coach, Mahesh Goli. Gauramangi was a good centre back for India. Janelle Singh would have been someone in the 50s, 60s, yeah. Intercontinental Cup against Lebanon was good show set. Yeah, that was a while back. Yeah, I agree. So what if we host the FIFA Club World Cup? Will it help our football or not? We are already raising good money with our football. Here on Rare, we are not going to host the FIFA Club World Cup. That's one thing. And the money we host is way too small for a FIFA Club World Cup. Are Morocco the next world champs? Are they better than Japan, Korea, Egypt? They won bronze. Easily looked like Spain or France at the Olympics. Orijit, I don't think so. But still, yesterday's game full of lethargies. Was there intention? Again, I think we're glorifying bad matches at the moment, right? So that's my concern, guys. So we need to be much, much better, and we're not good enough at the moment. That's the challenge that I see in the Indian team at the moment, the way we're playing, when we're just not good enough. So that's the thing. Right, already over an hour. Guys, those of you who might be new, please like, share, and subscribe. At the moment, 1,591 subscribers. So slowly, thanks a lot to everyone who subscribed. We're slowly getting to the 1,600 mark, slowly, but clearly the community is growing despite all the bad performances and results, and 24 likes so far. So do keep on liking these videos and joining in the evenings. So do you think coaching at ISL is poor? The coaches depend on the foreigners for the win, so rarely works on the Indian players. I know players can't improve technically, but they seem to forget basics. Navneet, I guess some of the coaches do. Look at the way Des worked with players. Look at the way Peter Kratky is working with players. Other coaches done as well. And then the ISL, the coaches don't have time to really work on things. They're going from one match to another. So you're just focusing on trying to keep the system running. Manvir is a big dude. He needs to be holding the ball up front and using his body. He has the physical tools. Yeah, Rohit, but he's not doing it. He's not getting in those positions. That's the problem. People are following long-term Indian football, not surprised it is coming the way we are playing football. Yeah, Murali. Hyderabad players play more passion and mentality-wise than this national so-called ISL stars, 2, 3, 4 crore. Yeah. So I do episode on European football. Yeah, we'll do. The problem with Indian team, I feel, is when they even defend easy chances given, but then to opponents and fans chant like they score, that make a bad impression of players' mindset. Year on year, that should not be a problem on the players. Can we sign MOU with Ajax for player development or budget issue or nobody care? Ajax, why would Ajax sign something with us? Well, a nice idea, but why would they? Sad to see fans like you seeing so many bad performance for long. Many are still supporting. We need new fans are losing hope so easily. I don't know how you hold up on that. Pratik, I said at the start, my issue now is that on a match day, when I was even 2 years ago, I mean, think about it. I traveled 2 summers ago to Kolkata to watch India play in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. I decided last year I traveled for the SAF Championship, which was great to watch. I decided against going to the Asian Cup, which was a good decision at the end. And now it seems like I'm hoping, but the hope is the last thing left. And that's the disturbing part. So ISL's inception, did India's defense improve? Do we have more defenders with more experience against better foreign players? Again, a generalization, difficult to say. We've had good defenders in the ISL, from the ISL in the last 10 years. Are we better? Don't know. The problem is that I think international football has become better over the last 10 years. That's, I think, our challenge. So I just wanted to know if you got time to check Nikhil's tweets on KBFC activities. No, Navneet, to be honest, I haven't checked that. Do you think Habas should also blame for Manwar Liston bad performance? He had played them left and right back for almost 4 seasons. So how we expect them to go to national team? No, Sanskar, why? No, it's on the players. We already signed enough MOUs. There was nothing, just a way of transfer money and marketing. MOUs, there's no money involved. Who says? And there's no, even the marketing doesn't happen. MOUs are a lovely thing, but I think Manolo gonna use Boris as right back at FC Goa if he's a good option in that position for national team. SKN will have to wait and see. If he does, maybe. Sani plan to come to India to watch ISL this season? Get on red. Yeah, there are plans for India. Let's see. We have good defender because most of the teams had good striker. Example, Jason Roy. Yeah, but then there are foreigners, huh? I would love to see India and Bangladesh make it to Asian Cup. Big rivalry in both cricket, football. Arijit, not happening anytime soon. Vikram Pratap, Ishant Pandita, and Orgur are good strikers. Vasu, Vikram to me is not an out-and-out striker. Ishan has shown potential, but he needs to play, and the same applies to Gurkirat. If India plays any match in abroad or home, we'll go to the ground to watch the game, or are you disappointed? I've gone and watched matches of India in more countries than anybody else, I guess, in the world. So I've done that. Sir, will you gonna predict UCL League stage, the top 8, and then who are going to qualify in playoff stage? Blue, very difficult, new format, a lot of matches. Yeah, I like the format. I like that new sort of league kind of structure, but to predict is going to be very difficult. Is Pakistan dangerous for Indian football, or is India still better in cricket? They are no more a good worthy side. They have potential. If Stephen can get the Pakistan players of origin integrated properly, there can be a problem. Was Suki sir a great coach? yeah, Suki for me was, had his limitations, but he knew what he was doing. All the countries are improving rank, but India going back. Yeah, Vasu, that's the reality. How did Japan evolve strong team? Because until early 90s, were not, but right now they turned heavyweight. Because they did the right things. Japan is organized, structured. Say any hope for U17 boys? Recent form is terrible. Anyone can become coach of junior team now. Why we are not giving chances to people like Naushad Masur really worked well with youth teams earlier? Rare question for the AIFF. I don't know. I really don't know where we're going with this. Nepal look weaker than Bangladesh in football, but are they better than Pakistan or Sri Lanka? Orijit, they're all of a similar level, I would say. Do you think playing Thapa as attacking midfielder is hurting our attack? I don't know. He can play that because he's played that at Chennai in the past. So therefore, I wouldn't totally say that he's sort of out of position, but he didn't play well, right? So that's the challenge with Thapa at the moment. So yeah. Why shouldn't Pandita every time come in the justice for players list? I understand he's not even proved himself. So how can I expect them to go to national team? We don't have too many options, Sanskar. And Ishan is someone who knows where the goal is. So yeah, that's it. Right, 1 hour and 13 minutes, guys. Those who might be new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe to arunfoot here on YouTube, on my social medias, and on arunfoot.com. Like videos as well. Let's see how many likes did we have today. If you liked what you saw, 25 likes so far, and 1,591 subscribers. So thank you very much. We're slowly getting to the 1,600. Yeah, we're growing. Thanks a lot for that. So therefore, just quickly, what been about rebranding ISL early? We've got other work to do. I don't think rebranding is an issue. Do you think the leadership quality is not governed by the right person or nobody cares? Yeah, leadership is an issue. Murali, we've spoken about it. Urgent current time, every Saab is stretched to us. Years of dominated Saab makes us clown for years. We didn't even come out of that comfort zone. Now any team can beat us, to be honest. Yeah. Gear on rare, right? So what was told on how Stephen called Changte when he was very young? You gave him a chance. You gave him a chance, saw something in him. And Changte at the SAF Cup also scored his first goal. He was the youngest goal scorer for India. Your views about Bundesliga till now? Blue, too early. But looks to be an interesting season. Some great matches already. Your thoughts on Narendra Gehlot? Typical Indian defender. Can have a good day, a great day, but then the next match you never know. But still, Rahim Ali is better than Ishan Pandit. A bit sadly, he don't have PR team, so he's not got chance that much. At the moment, yes, but Ishan at Goa to start at Jamshedpur, I would have said, was better than Rahim Ali. Do you think football over the years lost its intensity compared to old football? No. Intensity higher today than it was in the past. Is Mauritius a good soccer side? Is the draw with India a surprise or expected? To me, it's not a surprise, I would fully say, with the European-based players that they have. But yeah, when people look at rankings, so therefore people will say it's a surprise. Right, so let me end it here. 1 hour and 16 minutes done for the day. Thanks a lot, guys, for being back for this Wednesday live on the 4th of September. I'll be back tomorrow. And as I said, 1,592. So thanks a lot for all of you who are following the channel. As I said, do leave a like and share, 27 likes. And tomorrow we'll be back and talking more Indian football and hoping that things, therefore we will, look into things. Thanks.